So Cardano and ADA have a very unique opportunity here that nothing else in the space really does. And why this is so beneficial is it's all perfect timing. It's all happening right as we need it to. And this is something I don't think a lot of people are thinking about currently, but I want to show you guys also something that's taking place for ADA that I don't think we've ever looked at before here on the charts. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So it's about 7:30 a.m. and we're seeing alts get a little bit pumpy. BTC is a little pumpy today as well. And I'm really hoping that this continues as the day goes on. Now, for those that aren't familiar, I film most of my videos in the morning. Unfortunately, I have so many things going on. I have a 9-to-5 job. I have young kids with activities. I have businesses outside of here. So it's just very tough to get all the stuff I want to say in at the proper times during the day. So hopefully ADA's higher. We'll see what happens. But I did want to point to the fact that ADA is kind of separating itself just a little bit. We've seen some alts go through some chop, but ADA is slowly but surely moving forward. And there's a reason why this could be the case. ADA doesn't have these big LPs with a lot of other assets that most coins in the space have, which does allow ADA to kind of move independently from the market at times. In fact, a lot of these pumps, ADA has started before the market has started moving. Not saying that's always the case. We've seen times where, ADA's been slower or ADA has retraced at times where other assets are running too. So it goes both ways. But what we've seen a lot of during this time is, major conviction from holders. We've seen people accumulating and removing supply from exchanges. There's a lot of things that have basically led us to this point where ADA can take a major step forward. And again, looking back at the ADA BTC chart, we're again just continuing to show this strong floor, this strong resilience, and we're waiting for this next extension to the upside, which looks like it is in fact going to be coming. And what is very interesting about this is that ADA has a huge opportunity just in narrative alone. And why I'm saying that is I think a lot of people have forgotten that this month, next week, we have the unveiling of Bitcoin OS. Now, this is coming at just perfect timing because, like I talked about in some of my earlier videos, we're seeing rotation of capital from gold and stocks into crypto. We're seeing BTC set a new all-time high. We're seeing huge institutional buying. So now you have this discussion and narrative of Cardano/ADA right in there with BTC. And that alone, that connection can actually cause ADA to do some pretty incredible things. It can cause ADA price to surge outside of the rest of the market. And why that's exciting is when ADA price is doing well, retail tends to flock to it. When retail adoption is high, ADA tends to outperform. And there you go. That's something that I don't think a lot of people are really thinking of right now. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen for sure. And that's not even looking at the fact that the Cardano ecosystem could be utilized as the smart contract layer for BTC, because even the use of ADA for settlement, I mean, that's something alone where if you continue to see BTC excitement, if you see major building going on with BTC, by extension, the Cardano ecosystem can thrive. ADA itself can see higher demand. You can see surges from that, and it snowballs and snowballs and snowballs, right? So that's a very exciting sign. But something else that I wanted to highlight here that most people I don't think have looked at is actually the ADA total 3 chart. And what I found very interesting from this is how you've been able to see the complete narrative change for ADA, because what we've been seeing is ADA actually outperforming the total market cap of altcoins. All right. So why I'm saying this is if we take a look back here at 2023, ADA did incredibly well as it went on its surge up here. And then we know that by the time we got to March, it started falling and not performing well versus alts. The summer last year was very difficult for ADA. And I can acknowledge that it sucked, right? We had one of the longest sideways trading periods of all assets in the space. It was brutal. It sucked. And then we had a resurgence of life. We had a huge excitement surrounding this new U.S. embrace of crypto here in the U.S. And obviously U.S. driven assets went on huge surges during that time. Then we saw obviously the February liquidation event. We saw some chopping taking place, but then we had the announcement surrounding the crypto strategic reserve. And I think that brought even more optics to Cardano and ADA. And what we've been seeing basically since April 7th is actually a trend that is up and to the right, actually even since earlier on, but you guys get the point. What you're seeing is higher and higher resilience of ADA versus the total market cap of altcoins. That's a really big deal. So when we talk about ADA actually gaining strength in the space, this chart shows exactly that. So anybody that's arguing that and saying that ADA has been weak, the charts are showing you it's the exact opposite. It's been gaining strength. Now, again, ADA BTC has been sideways, and we know that BTC has just been running, but the fact that ADA has not been really setting, lower lows here in terms of the ADA BTC chart, great sign. ADA showing strength versus the total three, and in fact setting higher lows, great sign. So what this is all showing us, and this possible connection with BTC is showing us, is that ADA may have huge, major, great performance. That was horrible. May have some significant price performance just ahead of us. I'm not guaranteeing or saying this is going to happen for sure, but this is what the charts are kind of showing us right now. And again, you've had this huge removal of supply from exchanges. You've had this huge hoarding of supply in general. And then you can create a little bit of a supply shock, right? We're just getting into institutional money. We haven't had the approval of the ADA spot ETF yet. I mean, there are so many things that can just create this just absolute boom and blow off top for ADA in this market cycle. And you guys can speculate on what you think price might run to. I've very consistently said, I believe $7 to $15 ADA is where we're going to end up. Maybe it's higher. Maybe we have a blow off top and run to like $25, but I think we'll know a little bit more about that as we get through this next leg in the crypto market, as we get to, again, a true alt season where adoption is taking place, where it's up only season, where times are actually exciting. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.